Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is 7 things to do today for a better tomorrow. So often we get caught up in the day-to-day things of life that we're constantly trying to play catch up or constantly worrying about today or tomorrow, or sometimes we're even worried about yesterday, and we forget to work on things that are going to improve or make us happier or make our lives better in the future. And there's time to do both, to work on today and to work on the future, but only if you make it a priority. So that's why I came up with 7 things to do today for a better tomorrow. A lot of times we talk about success on this show, and that's an important thing to think about when you're thinking about your future. But this isn't a show so much to do with success like we normally talk about it. This is more just a list of things you can do to work on instead of working through like our success goal system or working on success in a normal way. So here are the 7 things to do today for a better tomorrow. Number 1, make sure you're where you need to be with Jesus. I don't talk a lot about this on this show, even though it's called the Christian Success Show, but it's very important that you're where you need to be with Jesus so that you don't have to worry about the future after you die. So that's number 1, and that's a big one, but that's something that's between you and God. You've got to take the initiative. You've got to do that. I can't really tell you what to do beyond read your Bible, pray, spend time with other Christian brothers and sisters, spend time in church, and try to live your life for God. Number 2, invest your time and or money in something that makes you happy. This is not saying you have to invest money in what makes you happy. Sometimes it's simply investing time, and it doesn't even have to be a lot of time. Sometimes it's just a little bit of time every day towards something that brings you joy or makes you happy. And you get to decide what makes you happy. Maybe you're happy spending a little extra time with your spouse, or maybe it makes you happy to spend some extra time with your children, or maybe you like to read a book, or maybe you like to put together puzzles, or maybe you like to work in the garden. You get to decide what makes you happy, and you need to make sure that you invest a little bit of your time, or if it's a hobby that you can spend money on and you can afford to, maybe to invest a little bit of money. But you need to invest every day at least a little bit in things that make you happy and things that are going to make you happy in the future. Because if you're not working on your happiness, how do you expect to be more happy? So once again, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can be time. But invest a little bit every day in something that makes you happy now and in something that's going to make you happy in the future. Number 3, create or build or acquire some assets that are going to pay dividends or returns of some type in the future. This can be a lot of different things. I talk about starting a little side business that can return money to you in the future. Or maybe you invest your money in an interest-bearing account. This can be a lot of different things. Assets don't necessarily have to be financial either. Maybe you're investing time and money in something now that's going to free up more time for you later instead of give you more money. But you need to constantly be thinking about creating and or building or acquiring assets of some type. And you don't have to do it all at once. If you use the example of starting a side business, you can start that small, spend a little bit of a little bit of time each day building it and growing it, and you can continue to grow that over time. But constantly think about creating and building or acquiring assets, even if you have to start small and just build a little bit each day. Number 4, is something bothering you? If you have something bothering you in your life right now, are you doing anything about it? A lot of people have things that bother them, or they have something going on in their lives that they're not very happy about, or things aren't going great. And instead of doing something about it, they hope it goes away, or they just try to ignore it. And this doesn't have to be something that's bothering you. Maybe it's just something that's not working as well as you'd like, or a problem you see somewhere in your life. The point is, if you're not doing anything about whatever it is, nothing's going to happen. So you need to do something. You need to identify something that's bothering you, or something that's not right, or something that needs improved. And then you need to start taking steps to help the situation, whatever the situation is. Identify something to work on. Identify the most important thing that's bothering you, or needs work, or needs fixed. Develop a plan and start working on it. Even if you don't see a solution, or even if you don't think whatever the problem is can be solved, there's no way to possibly solve it unless you're doing some work on it. So identify one thing and start working on it. You might be amazed at how much progress, or how much better things can get. Number 5, plan for 5 to 10 years down the road, not just the weekend. A lot of people simply plan on getting to the end of the week, getting to the weekend, or even getting to the end of the day, and they never start planning for long term. They don't plan for a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. And kind of the theme that we've been going through on today's show, if you're not planning or doing anything about it, then you're not going to have any control over it. If you want to have a better tomorrow, you need to plan for it and work for it and do things that are going to improve tomorrow. So instead of just thinking about getting through this week, think about where you want to be a year from now, where you want to be 5 years from now, where you want to be 10 years from now, and then start making some plans and make some progress towards that. If you just spend 5 or 15 minutes every day working on your 1 year, 5 year, 10-year plan, you can get a lot done over the course of a year. And it's amazing how much you can accomplish by just spending a little bit of time every day working on your long-term plan, your long-term vision. Number 6, is what you're doing now making you happy? A lot of people are stuck in jobs that they hate or they don't like, or stuck in situations that don't make them happy. And that's not to say that you're not going to have to do some things that you're not happy with through the course of your life. You've got to supply things for you and your family. You have to provide for them. So sometimes you might have to work a job that doesn't make you happy. But that doesn't mean you have to feel like you're stuck there forever. You can start making some changes. If you're stuck in a job you don't like, get a side business started and try to grow it. Try to find a better job. Do something about it. Until you start doing something about it, it's not going to change. So, identify the things you're doing now that aren't making you happy and figure out a way to replace those things or do less of those things so you can do more things that make you happy. Start a side business that makes you happy, that brings you joy, that you're excited about, so you can work more and more in it as you build income. The more you think about and work towards the things that make you happy, the more likely you're going to be able to introduce these things into your life. This kind of goes back to number 5, the 1 year, 5 year, 10-year plan. Plan to do things more things that make you happy, and then figure out how to do them. It might not happen overnight, but it's something you can work on and make progress towards. Number 7, figure out some ways to make the world a better place. And this isn't necessarily about you. It's about making the world a better place for those around you and those that you interact with. And this doesn't have to be anything special. This can be as simple as smiling at more people that you meet, or taking a few minutes to talk to someone that's lonely, or reaching out, calling or emailing someone you haven't talked to for a while to see how they're doing. There's a lot of things you can do to help make the world a better place. And if we all did a few more things every day to make the world a better place, we could make tremendous strides that improve our lives and improve the lives of everyone around us. So those are 7 things to do today for a better tomorrow. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.